Hey guys, what is up? It is BC35, BCER here, and welcome back to another video. And today we are taking on the New Orleans Saints. So let's go ahead and proceed to the game. Let's see if we can get Hugh Jackson our first win of the season after a devastating loss in Pittsburgh. 38-0. We're gonna try to get Jarvis Landry some passes. I'm gonna try to get him some receptions. Sorry to that.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the Cleveland Browns got the #1 overall pick in the draft, Baker Mayfield, face off against Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team.
Hopefully that sounds good.
And Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz.
So we're just gonna skip to the start here.
The setting in this
Looks like we're getting the ball first. Okay, cool.
to the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the
That was a pretty nice return there.
25 and down at the 28-yard line. Along with Charles.
Outside first career touchdown pass. Okay.
They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down.
Cool. Wait, what?
Couldn't quite hold it.
Oh, I thought that was a first down. Whoops.
Out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle.
And we're throwing to
One in.
Looked like I-4 rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Let's see.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but...
Okay, that's a great pass there.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They've got good play.
25-yard pickup there.
Happened last week to really hurt their
Let's see what we can do now.
production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
Under a heavy rush,
We
and
just-
down he goes.
What are you
Shelby
saying?
Rankins.
Defense there.
Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's going to be
First down.
the key.
Cleveland.
Roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level.
Njoku. David Njoku.
Free agents well and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me,
Okay,
I think
well,
they
we're gonna...
found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now,
Oh, gosh.
featured receiver,
That was a really bad... that was a really bad play there. Pass there, because that could have been intercepted.
And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two.
We're gonna try to go to Callaway here.
that's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along.
Nope, that didn't work.
This team.
They added a lot of
3rd and 10. What do we do?
infusion infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
Going vertical.
To get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy,
try to
got the
get
best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Mayfield looks to throw, and he can't find anywhere to go with it.
We just got sacked there.
Coming in.
We're going for it.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And going with the long pass.
And this is going to be incomplete. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. And that could be
So now New Orleans gets will be getting the ball and stop them first down for loss of a yard.
Establish something, trying to assert a little dominance, and guess what? You turn it back on them.
Let's see if we can hold them here.
I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
Ready. Yellow lady. My shot.
Now Breeze.
Come on. Nope.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 7 catches, 83 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He throws and he hits the
That was a second down pass for 7 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy to run like that, you often can go for big yards.
Lost of 2 yards to bring them to 3rd and 4. We're gonna try the blitz here.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't,
Come on. No.
And Gibbs got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver. You're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL.
Drew Brees is trying to end of the first quarter there.
Part of his game plays well against the run.
We are gonna try to prevent them from getting this touchdown.
Breeze to throw on second down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
Kamara with a huge run there.
10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You have no idea what we're going to do now.
Settling into the league in his second season.
Hopefully prevent them from getting into the end zone.
People remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught.
Which in a perfect game, that would work.
Break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his
In a perfect world, we can prevent them from getting into the field, but
that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
oh, they got a touchdown. That guy was wide open.
Benjamin Watson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there.
So we are gonna get the ball back here in the second quarter.
So many different spots, and he usually comes
And we are gonna try to return.
Here on the return.
Okay, that's not a bad return.
23-yard line.
We're out to the 23-yard line here.
And last time this unit was out here,
We have
turned into 6 points. They've got to make a
3:38 to
meetings with coaches, and they use the term complementary.
make something work here.
Take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
They'd love to just strike back with a
Okay.
touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll toss
We made that catch. That was amazing.
good pick up there, 26 yards. Baker Mayfield.
That's the type of plays we need to do here.
It was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go number one.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
And now Mayfield on the bootleg.
That was too long there.
Complete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys.
Try to go.
Each and every play for his team, that might be throwing
Didn't
off
come
his
down with the
accuracy.
inbounds.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Oh no. Somebody get the ball. Get the ball. Good. We're not punting. We're going for this.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, the coach is back. He made it through the first weekend. That's the good news, and he's going to regale you with stats and scores from around the NFL here in the early games in Week 2.
You think he questioned coming back for Week 2 having to work with us?
I think he did. It's intercepted. It is. It's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick.
Oh,
Trying to get it to Landry there.
I don't know if this is going to be another blow.
Pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run.
Come on.
That skilled as a mathematician, but you're right. It felt like
Okay, that's incomplete. That's not going.
defense. They couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's
Prior to that, he had hit his
continue putting pressure on the quarterback.
So on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into
Trying to
And that was a fantastic interception.
picked off by Travis Carey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they'll get this one down
Okay.
at the 20-yard line. That's good.
We're gonna go Chubb here.
11-yard pickup.
I'm gonna do the same play, but go to Chubb.
And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Yeah, that's not good. We lost 3 yards on that.
23-yard line.
We're gonna go do this play and try to get...
Mayfield now. And incomplete there.
Are you kidding?
The ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That looked like it was gonna be completed there.
That last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And it falls in.
What the heck?
Almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
I'm gonna go with the same play. That seems like it's gonna work.
He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive.
Oh no.
This one is down he goes. Alex Okafor in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
And
People would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They got to figure out what's been going wrong.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near mid.
so they are at the 47 near. I don't know if they can get into field goal.
Here's Breeze.
Come on. Yes.
Sideline incomplete.
Time to throw that away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah.
You just need to keep doing this. Applying pressure to the quarterback.
Or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Breeze. And that one will fall incomplete.
Okay.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Didn't have a receiver open
We
down.
have 30 seconds to go in the first half. What are we gonna do?
And because of the coverage, it's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's Breeze. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
They have one more timeout. We have all 3.
Go in the first half. Breeze now on 1st down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So
That's 2nd and 8. Clock is winding down. 5. He's going for...
Over the middle, complete. It's Carr. And he'll be brought down at 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. The return man is Hill. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 20.
If we can get this back, that'll be amazing. South of
Now come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here.
amazing field position.
They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. In order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Then he got off the...
We are gonna try...
Yeah, it was almost like the...
Okay, so 2nd down.
Boom! Quick.
2nd and 10.
Terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze.
What are all of our guys doing? We need to stop them.
Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead.
This is just great.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Breeze now to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield.
And sack the quarterback. That is what we need to do.
Leading the surge there, he drops him for a loss of 6.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very football man.
And incomplete.
Incomplete there.
Free and brings up 4th down.
They're going with the field goal.
The contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will...
Okay.
Here's the Browns.
So we are gonna go. Yeah, I think Landry is probably our best receiver.
First time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams just go, okay.
And we had the Baker Mayfield Landry hook up there.
They throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
For a Cleveland first down.
Have up their sleeve.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
5 yards.
5 yards there on the pickup.
The scoreline, I think they've got them like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
Oh, no. Come on.
Big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And again, it's Mayfield.
Oh, when the heck did he come from?
Complete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Detroit! Detroit!
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going
Wow.
absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times. And they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game. And there's a good percentage that says, go for it. You want
Second down and 2 there.
In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is.
We have to
cover
stop
tight
them.
ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays.
Come on.
I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
They're trying to go for the field goal from here.
And that's going to make it 4th down.
Yeah, 34-yard field goal. Yeah.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
It's possible. They can make it. Or they couldn't.
And Lutz's kick is good.
Wow.
And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for
That was just over that bar. Just over the bar.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
I feel like this play was working for us.
And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Mayfield on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He's got it wide open. It's Landry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, this play seems to be working, so we're going to stick with this.
They've got another 1st down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you got them locked on their heels.
And now a throw on.
Okay, we had to get that out of there.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10.
Oh, no.
Jarvis Landry.
Don't tell me they can stop us here in our tracks.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Flushed out right. He's got an open man.
There you go. There you go. That's how you do it.
Brought down, but not before they're in.
We're gonna stick with that pass because that seems this one passing play seems to be working.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure.
Okay, we are in the end. We are in the red zone here.
Evade people on the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
I feel like the
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. That would have been.
gotta get Landry open. Gotta get him open.
Hold on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mayfield with it once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
All right, Captain.
Get the touchdown.
Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And almost.
Are you kidding me? Come on.
Huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. It's the first NFL touchdown pass for the first pick in last year's draft. Baker Mayfield, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, you would think that if you threw 119 touchdown passes in your time at Oklahoma, another one might be routine, but not when it's your first one in the NFL. Welcome to the league, Baker Mayfield. And look out, NFL defenses.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just...
Okay, so now then, we need to stop
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
the Saints, and we need to hold them, get the ball back, and get a touchdown.
To the 27. Out onto the field comes.
We are still in this game.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
Okay, so they just threw the ball. Drew Brees threw the ball away.
Situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. You think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it?
Sack the quarterback.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play. So essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
There's the 2-minute warning. We need to do
Come back for the electric
whatever we can to stop them.
after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, here's Kamara. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He continues to
3 left in the game,
and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
okay.
Back to throw.
What the heck was that?
It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker.
What was that pass?
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the
well,
situation. I also like a guy who you look
we blew the game. We could have gotten another touchdown, but we blew it.
around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
2, 1.
3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And New Orleans will win the game.
When the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for New Orleans,
Well, it was a good effort in that game. We can hopefully improve on that
and they'll hit the road next
and
week to take on the
beat our next team. So, until then, peace out.